Alright, Kennething Jacob. I'm going to go ahead and show you this in both views real quick. So every one of these, depending on what it is, has a specific thing that it's going to head to. So first of all, you're going to have your select playlist. Make sure that goes MIDI out and needs to go to your network session, which I believe is called C Life, and then channel 16 is correct. Stop trigger channel, there's only one of these two in per session. IAC driver, there should be IAC driver, which should pop up automatically. Tempo actually has no output, so you can actually just do external out. For this, you just put, doesn't really matter because it's just outputting no audio. Just make sure, and I'm going to have it deselected in all of them, so it's actually not outputting anything. So that'll be no big deal. The next thing is going to be your lights are all supposed to be on the MIDI goes to network session channel 1. Slides go to the network session, which yours is going to be C Life channel 16. Band external out 1 2. BGVs is going to be external out 3, and then click guide is going to be external out 4. So remember, band is always 1 2, BGVs 3, click is 4, which makes sense because it lines up in your stuff, Jacob. So that needs to be shut off. Lights, again, network 1. Slides, network 16. Band, external out 1 2. BGV, external out 3. Click guide is external out 4. So this is going to be a mono channel, this is going to be a mono channel, but yours will be 3 4. 1 2 will look the same. Time also off. Lights, network session 1, MIDI. Slides, network 16. Band, external 1 2. BGVs, external again 3 4, but it's going to be 3 for this one. And then external 4 because it's also mono, but there won't be 1 2, there'll be 3 and 4. And that will follow what you're going to be doing in your software. Tempo, I shut off the audio track. Lights, network session is going to be 1 and then 16 again. And again, these are external 1 2, external 3, and external 4. They both have to be mono channels. Now that has to be done when you've got this hooked up already working on your interface. Please don't do that before that. Now, I've changed this a little after the issues you guys had last week. These are all going to next playlist item. So the only one of the playlist items you actually have to set is the first one. If it's playlist item 4, which is what it was last week, then you don't have to change the rest because it'll automatically switch to the next one. If it's anything other than 4, you're going to have to go into your Ableton sessions that I gave you and go to the Pro Presenter MIDI beginning in 100, and you're going to have to select playlist item and make it whichever item it's starting on, whether it's 3 4 5, whatever. 6 I think was having issues, so try not to make it item 6 in your list, but anything else should be fine. Also, I think that's the lion's share of everything. I'm going to confirm and make sure the tempo track doesn't have to be on to be able to be setting the tempo for the session. If it does have to be on, it'll be on. If it doesn't, it won't be. So regardless, just leave that how it is. Remember, that one doesn't have to have an output. The main ones for the output are make sure this is 16. Stop trigger has to be on IAC driver and whatever it is. Tempo should not be selected and on. You have lights always on channel 1 of the MIDI network session. Slides always on channel 16. Band is 1 2. BGVs will always be on 3. Click guide will always be on 4. If you have any other questions, I guess let me know. Alright. Bye.